Hello, my name is Marissa. I'm from Modesto, California.
How long have you been lashing for?
Probably for about close to 4 years.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
What got you into lashing?
What got me into it, I feel like since I've seen from the beginning that I believe in 2018, I started seeing lashes starting to get popular. And then I started getting my lashes done at the time. And then I just thought, you know what? I kind of like the art of it.
Mm-hmm. I love it. And then you mastered your craft.
Yeah. I like the creativity, being your own boss and whatnot.
That part, yes. What are your favorite lashes to do? Or favorite lash sets?
I kind of like my light volumes or my volumes.
Ooh,
my
okay.
volume sets. Sometimes with wispy, it depends.
Okay, what is this curl stuff everyone's talking about? The C curl, what is that?
C curl is kind of more like a natural curl, so it kind of more blends in with straight lashes. But I honestly don't recommend that if you have straight, because I know it's probably gonna fall closer to your eye once it starts growing out. Most girls, from what I've noticed, usually get D curl because they like the more curlier, the dramatic, and then it'll kind of lift up your eye as well.
Okay, I love that.
Yeah.
What is the hardest part about lashing?
Probably your posture.
Okay. What can you do to help that? Is there anything?
You can do stretches.
Okay.
I usually get monthly massages because I know lashing for a certain amount of time you start to possibly get carpal tunnel.
For your hands.
Yeah.
Do you get hand massages as well?
I do.
Oh,
it's
period.
part of it. Yeah.
Girl, I love that. We love a self-care.
Right.
Period. Okay.
And they're probably just dealing with difficult clients and whatnot, or them showing up late, no shows, all that stuff.
So do you keep the deposit if they no show? Okay, good.
Of course.
Good. Love that.
I always ask for, I call it a booking fee just because we're not supposed to say deposit, because technically a deposit, you're able to refund it back.
Oh,
so
I like that.
So if you say booking fee, you keep it.
Period.
There's a loophole.
Girl, amen. We love that booking fee. I'm gonna start saying that because I tell girls, okay, I'm gonna need your deposit. If you cancel or reschedule within less than 24 hours, deposit's mine.
Right.
Otherwise, it'll go towards your service. If not, sorry, it's on you.
Right.
Okay. What is the hardest part with scheduling when you have a cancellation? Because you get set up for that client, or at least you're ready. I feel like you plan your day accordingly. So what do you do?
Honestly, I kind of just clean around. If anything, go through my inventory, see what I need, see what I don't need. Obviously it frustrates me because I'm already there and I don't live close to the studio. So it's just kind of a waste of my gas and stuff like that and my time. But usually they always rebook if anything, and I just ask for another deposit or booking fee.
Period. We love it. Okay, good. That's awesome. And what is the most challenging set you have ever did or had requested?
A mega volume. I fucking hate mega volumes.
Okay.
It's too dark. I don't know. For me, it's not realistic.
Yes.
I used to get them on myself, but now I'm just seeing the more that clean girly style on TikTok trending. So I like more of the natural type of sets.
Love it.
Wet sets, light volumes that aren't too dramatic. Something that'll actually fit the person's face.
I love that. Realistically it should, because it's your face.
Yeah. It's an everyday thing that you're gonna go see your face all the time. So if you're not putting on makeup, realistically you shouldn't be getting mega volume.
I agree. Let me tell you, girl, I was a little scared. I took a break and got lashes, and they weren't by you. And it was very shocking.
Yeah.
Now I'm okay, I need to put makeup on because I look crazy as hell. But I definitely agree, because I feel that way with blondes too. When my clients have blonde hair and they're like, oh, I want to be platinum blonde, but I don't wear makeup. And then they're like, I look scary, I look washed out. Same with lashes.
Right.
So I definitely agree. And I feel like as the professional, is it a challenge for you to be I don't think you should get that? Or do you ever, I feel like that's your specialty. So you do what's best for the client, but you also know what's best long term. Yeah. So do you intervene with that?
I do. I usually ask them straight up, if they're brand new, and be okay, what is it that you're looking for? What's your inspiration? Do you feel like your eyes droop? Because if we do like a cat eye, then we can't really go all the way towards the ends because then it'll start looking like you're sleepy as fuck or you're high.
Right. Yeah.
And that's not attractive.
No, I agree. I definitely agree. I always get scared because when I go to get lashes, I'm like, oh, just do whatever you want. And I feel like I've never had super mega like this right now. And I smoke. So when I smoke, I'm like, my husband's like, are your eyes open? I'm like, bro, they are. You just wouldn't be able to tell. So I definitely feel that way. And I think the last time I got by you, I had a cat eye. And I feel like my eyes were more open. And it looked like I'm more awake. And,
I think we did more of a kitten eye. So it's not like a cat eye. So more of a kitten eye is kind of more like a little bit towards like the middle in a way. But not fully in the middle. Like kind of like the outer skirts of the middle. So you'll still have that flick, but it's not going to be super dramatic or drooping.
Yeah, because I got small ass eyes. So I feel like it's hard to... Like when I wear glasses, I'm like, okay, I feel, a little extra. But then I'm like, oh, shit, when I take my glasses off, I'm like... I get scared.
Right.
Okay, what is the biggest challenge in lashing in the industry for you so far?
I want to say probably... gaining clientele and then keeping that clientele, other lash techs or someone trying to bring you down and whatnot. So it's very toxic in the industry. It's a lot of competition.
Oh, I hate
which
that.
It shouldn't be because I mean there's a whole bunch of people all around. Yeah, there's
a stylist for everybody.
Right.
No, I hear that. And who would you say your biggest inspiration is?
My biggest inspiration? Like in the lashing industry? That's a good question. Probably FBB Lash.
Okay.
She's from Stockton. She's self-made. She has her own business company.
We love it.
That's where I usually get all my inventory from and stuff.
I love that. Okay, period. Good. And she's local, so you're supporting local. I love that. That's awesome.
It's literally just family ran. Her kids also help her.
Girl, I love that. Hey, shout out you a boss girl, and shout out your kids. Right. Putting the family on is everything. I love that. That's dope. Okay.
She's really quick with her pickups. So I'll be like, hey, am I able to pick up with like in an hour or so? Like I really need it. And she'll be like, yeah, girl, I got you. Blah, blah.
Period. We love that.
Yeah.
People who are about their money. I feel like there's a lot of women, and you probably know as well, who will be like, oh yeah, I got you. And then when it comes down to it, disappear, flake, or like,
Right.
And that shit's so frustrating because I'm like, this is a business. Like even if we're friends or not, like I still expect high quality service.
Right.
And I think that has been at least my biggest challenge because it's like, I value your time, you value my time, but other people don't give a shit, And it's like how you said earlier, like I don't live near the studio. I'm going out of my way. Like, and my brow tech, she said the same thing. She was like, it's so crazy, people get entitled. And I think it's so real because we're all limited time, right? We all have schedules. We know shit happens. But when you are on a tight schedule and because you run a tight shit, you have other people in line. You can't just get up and go or, and I know it's easy for us to want to accommodate everyone, but the reality is that is only weakening our boundaries. So like, it's hard.
You know what I mean? It's also like a luxury service, so you're not entitled to get it if you don't. Period. If you can't afford it, then just don't get it.
Girl, amen to that. Amen. Okay, with that being said, I love that you said luxury service. What are other luxury services in your eyes?
I feel like going to a restaurant is actually a luxury service just because it's not like takeout or anything. You're actually sitting down at the restaurant and getting served. Like people will bring the stuff to you. So I feel like, tipping is optional, but I feel like since they're doing all that for you and going above and beyond, you should be tipping.
Period. And I love that you brought that up. I have to ask. Okay, so obviously, when you set your prices are your prices for your time, for your material, for everything. How do you feel with tippers and non-tippers?
I feel like you should set your prices with the tip already included.
I love that. Okay.
Just so you're like not disappointed saying like, oh, like this bitch didn't fucking tip me. But at the same time, like I said, it's optional.
Right.
And if they're repeating like clients, it's a blessing.
Love that. I love that.
They're always going to come to you and or recommend you.
Period. Girl, yes. I love that. I agree. I feel like, so I have been talking to business coaches about that because I'm trying to work on that myself. And I like asking other stylists, other professionals, because I feel like as much as this is a luxury service, anything in the beauty industry, I also feel like there's a will, there's a way. People will make it happen, you know? And then I feel like they are supporting you, but realistically, that little $5 tip, they're spending it on their coffee. So if you raise your prices or increase like a realistic, I think they can do it.
Yeah.
And I also have people who I've been doing their hair for a long time and they're consistent clients, but they're non-tippers. But I think it's okay because I feel like I charge higher, so I don't mind. It doesn't hurt my feelings. But I do feel like for outside people coming in, I feel like it also is an important thing to like acknowledge that when you do go to someone new or you are tipping, that does express gratitude without words. Because people just assume, oh, I paid for my service, it's whatever.